Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I am Shabina Mahmood and I am over here again with you with the next lecture related to the chapter peace. What is the meaning and what is the theme of giving this title to the poem of your book of English for 10th class, Peace? Yes, the peace, the name, the story or the theme behind giving this name to the lesson is that he wants to explain in front of you the importance of peace. But if we have to know the importance of something, we should know the weakness of that thing. The weakness gives the importance. If we don't have the look at the bad aspect, then we will not be able to identify the good aspects in our life. This is the phenomena which has been followed out in this poem by giving us a real picture of a thunderstorm. He will tell us the importance of peace in our life, that what is the difference between these two natural devastations and these two natural factors. So now students, I am coming towards the first stanza of this poem. The first stanza of the poem is over here on the screen, and in this stanza the writer is going to display a picture in front of you of a hurricane mountain in which there is a thunderstorm, there is a horrible wind that is going to destroy all the things at that place and at that area. By creating such a noise and horror, he is going to tell us that devastation and destruction is followed by horror and horrible wind and all these natural devastating factors. So here in this passage, the writer is going to tell us the meaning of most horrible and most peak form of unbalanced nature. If it will come in our life, that how the peace of our life is going to be destructed out. So this stanza is going to tell you the bad impact and the ugly picture of the life which has been created out by a natural disaster. Now I am coming towards the main important words from this passage. The first important word is roaring. It is an adjective and its synonym is loud. I heard the lions roaring in their cages. Smashing, it is a verb. Burst and collide. He laughed as one zapped him, sending him smashing into one well. Monster, it is a noun. Beast or devil is its synonym. The monster might have still been in the house. Destruction, it is a noun. Ruin is its synonym. The hurricane left a trail of destruction behind it. Wrecking, it is a verb. Collect is its synonym. Probably one of the least enjoyed tasks when getting the garden ready for winter is raking leaves. Wales, it is a noun. Valley is its synonym and dingle is also its synonym. The road goes northwest and meanders through pleasant vales and pastures. Spinning, it is a verb. Revolve is its synonym. She started down to path again, lifting her arms and spinning around. Okay students, after taking a look on the explanation of all the words that are important from this stanza, I am going towards the reference, context and explanation of this stanza. The reference, context and explanation is over here on the screen, and it will surely help you if this stanza comes in your paper and the question is that you have to explain this stanza. The summary of this stanza has been explained in front of you by me, but the explanation in the form of real lines and real words in the compact form is in front of you over here on the screen, and it will surely help you to grasp out all the information that is necessary and that is necessary to be described out on the paper is over here on the board. So you can take a look of this one and you can memorize it as it is. Now I am coming towards the block question. The block question from this stanza is over here on the screen. and I am going to explain it in front of you. With what the wind is compared? The wind is compared with monster of destruction. Now I am coming towards the second stanza. Second stanza of this poem is over here on the screen in front of you, and the question is what the writer wants to say us by giving this stanza. In this stanza, the writer is going to give us the difference between the thunderstorm and the situation in the peace. He is going to say that when we are in a peace, everything feels quite contented and it inserts in at the feeling of contentment. Yes, we feel quite contented, we feel cool, we can openly appreciate the nature as well. As all these things are necessary in our lives, thunderstorm is also necessary, because without thunderstorm it is not possible to attain or to gain or to have a look on the importance of peace in our life. So he has given out the value of thunderstorm in the upper level, and then he has given out the value of peace in the second stanza, so that we will be able to understand what the writer wants to say us. This is a natural factor, but he has given us the comparison of two main factors in our life, that after destruction there is a contentment, and this contentment shows you that how this destruction is helpful in imagining and in absorbing and to give the importance of that peace. That peace is not be much important to you if there is no destruction in your life. If you have no loss, then you don't have the idea of having something. Loss always gives you the importance of the things you have in your life. So the peace is the thing that you have in your life. Every time there is no thunderstorm, every time there is no heavy rain, every time there is no roaring wind in your life, but the peace is continuing in your life. But if there is no heavy rain, if there is no roaring wind, if there is no thunderstorm, then you will not be able to understand what is the importance of peace in your life, and you are unable to understand what the colors of life and what the colors of nature are going to say you, and which feeling is there in yourself. So the students, now I am coming towards the most important words from this passage. The first word is eternal. It is an adjective. Infinite is its synonym. Some people are very concerned about their eternal destiny. Whispers, it is a noun. Gossip or sigh is its synonym. His voice turned to a whisper and he looked at her conflicted. And now I am coming towards the reference, context and explanation of this stanza. The reference, context and explanation of this stanza is over here on the screen in front of you, and it will surely help you to explain with a complete detail in the paper. So students, now I am coming towards the block question related to this stanza. The block question is over here on the screen. Explain its center is in truth. The destruction is not the main object of the wind. Its center brings peace and the calm for everything, as this answer has been told you by me. Now students, I am coming to deal with another question which is important in the paper, that if the writer is not going to give you the stanza from this poem, then he can give you to write out the summary of this poem. The summary of this poem, Peace, is over here on the screen, and I have given you out the complete information that is present in this poem in the form of sentences, so that you will be able to write out this summary on your paper and you can give maximum marks that you want to take. Students, this is a short lecture, but I have given you out a lot of information about the destruction and the peace, and the importance of peace has been given out by the writer, by the poet in this poem. So students, I will be with you with my next lecture as soon as possible, in which we will discuss all the contents that are necessary from this that are necessary in the exercise and related to this unit. So students, till then you have to wait for me. Inshallah Ta'ala, I will be with you as soon as possible. Allah Hafiz.